What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Power Hour. I am your host, Rikenya. So today, as usual, we are playing new music from some local artists, and I do have some out-of-town artists who've been sending in some music as well. I'm also talking about music, of course, but today's topic that we have is who is the most underrated rapper of all time. Now, of course, I have to tell where this comes from, but everyone, except for myself, everyone's favorite rapper. He released a new album. Drake had a new album this weekend. I have not listened to the album yet because if anyone who knows me knows I'm not a huge Drake fan. But Rick Ross also released an album last week, and it's been getting a lot of critical acclaim here, and everyone's loving it. So I listened to that album, and I really enjoyed it. But I started seeing comparisons to Rick Ross and the Notorious B.I.G., which was kind of odd to me, and it came from another discussion where someone said that Rick Ross was very underrated. I never thought of him as being underrated myself, so I was wondering who actually is one of the most underrated rappers of all time. I know from my perspective, it is definitely AZ is like the most underrated, and then Fabulous and Big Boy from Outkast. Like these are like, to me, the most underrated, just some of the best lyricists of all time. So let me know what you think. You can chat with me on the MMR 1031 app if you're listening in. You can also comment on Facebook because I posted the question there. I am Rikenya Roberson on Facebook. I'm Rikenya R_PR on Instagram if you want to comment there. Or you could just call in. We always have our lines open, although there's some issues sometimes. But it's 734-335-1031. I'll prefer if you chat with me, and then I can just read your answers on air. But let me know what you think. Who is the most underrated rapper of all time? I'm going to get into some music now. I'm starting off with Trey Good with After.
Seems nowadays we don't really get a chance to put ourselves first anymore. Money for sure is the first thing on everybody's mind, right? I used to keep my mind on my money. That's what I thought mattered. Until I realized this money don't matter. Put myself first, so this money don't matter. If you put paper first, then what the f*** you really after? What you really after? What you really after? What you really after? If you put paper first, then what you put in yourself after? Now let me make this clear before you dudes get confused. When it come to getting money, I wanna get it like you. Like you? I know it's just a tool to be used. You fools seem to be getting used by a tool, and that ain't cool. Being screwed by the system. Hey, you cool and content with just throwing dollars at strippers. Nah, I ain't knocking my ninjas. I was popping my ninja. All that flexing, popping dollars, what you've accomplished, my ninja. I wait. See, it's more than just a problem for niggas. It's a problem, period. How dollars drive my people delirious. Cause if it don't make dollars, then it don't make sense. Well, that explains why nobody seems to have no common sense. If the whole world is in debt, how is that? Cause the ones with value ain't found self-worth yet. Invest in knowledge yourself. That's where you find your true wealth. But you too busy chasing dollars, you can't acknowledge yourself. I used to keep my mind on my money. That's what I thought mattered. Until I realized this money don't matter. Put myself first, so this money don't matter. If you put paper first, then what the fuck you really after? What you really after? What you really after? What you really after? If you put paper first, then what you put in yourself after? So riddle me this. If man makes the money, what I don't understand is how is money making the man? What he is, what he ain't, what he can, what he can't. And the leaders think he owns ain't even his. It's the bank. I damn. Well, who is making the money and says it's valuable enough for us to use it as currency? Cause to me, it's just paper. Player paper just blow. Gonna get you anything you want. It's just all in the sun. Oh, ain't nothing more important than the moolah. Pass that collection plate to you. Hallelujah, praise God. That's what you would church for. Just to tip him so damn much you think that it's a strip club. God don't need a dollar or a dime, just your heart and your mind, some attention and some time. Cause really, that's the only thing that matters on the planet. That part's been saying God we trust, so that's what niggas after. I my mind on my money, that's what I thought mattered. Till I realized it's mine over ladder. Put myself first, so it's money don't matter. If you put paper first, then what you really after? What you really after? What you really after? What you really after? If you put paper first, then what you put in yourself after?
All right, that was Trey Good with After. So today's topic we're talking about is who is the most underrated rapper of all time. Now, I said in my opinion, I believe it is between AZ, because he is one of the greatest rappers ever in my opinion, and Fabulous, of course, always with some just like timeless music to me. I love Fabulous. And then, of course, I just forgot who my third person was that I threw in there, because this all came from me hearing discussions about Rick Ross being an underrated rapper, and I've never really thought of him as one of the underrated rappers because I guess I would have to put him in like some of my top count, and I simply don't. But I definitely put AZ there. Oh, and Big Boy from Outkast, because I don't think that he gets a lot of attention because it usually goes to Andre 3000. So I want to know what you think. Who is the most underrated rapper of all time? Now, there are a million lists that include these different this different list of who is the most underrated, and AZ usually is on that list. But there are some people, like on one for Complex, they use Big Pun, and I love Big Pun, but I don't usually hear of him when people think of their top 5 or top 10, and it could be for reasons because he died pretty early on, but then again, we put B.I.G. on those lists. So I want to know what you think. Who is the most underrated rapper of all time? You can chat with me on the MMR 1031 app, because if you're already listening, you have the chat feature. Or you can comment on Facebook at Rekenya R. I'm Rekenya Robertson on Facebook, and Rekenya R_PR. And Ramon said great choice is definitely Fab. Now, Fab, I really don't think he gets enough credit, and he is so consistent. But we have some others on Complex list. They list Nipsey Hussle also, who released a really great album. And I also wonder if some of the artists who are releasing independent albums, are they becoming some of these slept-on artists? Because if you're not signed to a label, then sometimes you don't have the promotion. So let me know what you think. You can also call in at 734-335-1031. If you have any promotions or anything that you would like to send in, feel free to do so at the Power Hour at mmr1031.com. We're always looking to promote local brands, local events. I do know of a very significant party happening next weekend called The Collaboration, and that's at the Knights of Columbus Hall right on Michigan Avenue, brought to you by Silky Johnson and Jess Cody. So if you want to go to a real grown folks party, this is one of the best cabarets that I've ever been to. Make sure you hit them up. That's next weekend, March 25th at the Knights of Columbus Hall, which is also Larkins Hall now, right on Michigan Avenue. So I'm going to get into another track while we're still waiting on some more responses in regards to our topic for today of who is the most underrated rapper of all time. Let me know what you think. And right now we're going to get into a track from Jordan L. called Kyrie Irving.
Yeah. Let's get it. Jordan L. But we wanted more. Visuals hard to block what you can't ignore. You get it, it's hard to cop what you can't afford. Cops chasing perps down 94 and the newest Ford. Hungry to make it, they telling me to be patient. Like I ain't been waiting my whole life for this. Like I ain't the only that's right for this. Like I ain't fighting tooth, nail, and knife for this. That's right. Act on your inspirations. Okay. Never victimize yourself, don't be complacent. Never know that you could be that monster in the making. Lucifer ain't even know he was gonna be Satan. Did 6 years for a BS degree. Just to work part-time, sounds like BS to me. But that's life, connect and start the wave when the brights fade. Then right before I feel the lights from the sound stage, life hits me in the no Johnny Cage, 2-bedroom apartment, just me and my Johnny Lane. Trapped inside the system, but we outside of the barricade. That was the semester we were preparing to graduate. Dropped my new chick and got reacquainted with Sally Mae. Back in May, man, this life is great. I just say it's great. Any day we spend above ground, we should celebrate. Not ashamed to say you gotta pay to play. Build after you break, trust few, fall back, game on, rock away, lean back. Young visionaries, yeah, I know you seen that. Dope flow, tell them drugs screen that. Audio coke, it ain't hard to find where the fiends at. Told them the booth is where I work that triple beam at. It's all relative. For the sake of survival, it's all competitive. I don't see competition, I'm too ahead of them. The studio is my gym, and I'm Kyrie Irving. It's all relative. For the sake of survival, it's all competitive. I don't see competition, I'm too ahead of them. The studio is my gym, and I'm Kyrie Irving.
All right, that was Jordan L. with Kyrie Irving. So today's topic, we're talking about who is the most underrated rapper of all time. So I've gotten a few responses. Of course, my answers were AZ, Fab, and I don't know why I keep forgetting Big Boy. I guess that's why I can say that he's underrated, because you don't think of him, first up. So I was looking at some other lists also. We begin some feedback, and some rappers that they list were Nipsey Hussle, I saw Big Pun, and then I just came across another that said Petey Crack, in which I was a big fan of Petey Crack. And if you have been listening to any of Noriega's podcasts, you will really get some insight into his writing ability. And he was really significant in his entire little time there with Rockefeller. So I can definitely say Petey Crack would go on one of those, my underrated lists. But I wanted to know your opinion on who do you think is one of the most underrated rappers of all time. It could be from any era. I usually look more into like the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, because they even have some people like Black Rob, who sometimes you can attribute things like label drama or going to prison or even early death with some artists. They don't really get to see their potential, or if their career peaks at a certain level, you really don't get to see more coming from them. So KB, he chimed in and he said that Jadakiss was one of the most underrated, and I can actually agree. We don't agree on a lot, but I can actually agree on that one, because Jadakiss to me has been not consistent necessarily with release of music, because he has had label drama, but definitely consistent with just talent, just sheer talent, and which I won't count out any of the locks, but yeah, definitely Jadakiss. He would go on one of those lists for me. So let me know what you think. You can chat with me on the MMR 1031 app, or you can comment. I put this up on Facebook and Instagram. I'm Rekenya R_PR on Instagram, and Rekenya Robertson on Facebook. So let me know what your opinion is on who you think is the most underrated rapper of all time. Does not matter the era. Doesn't matter from if it's in a group or someone who hasn't put out significant amounts of albums or anything like that. Just who do you think is really one of the most underrated rappers of all times? So I'm going to get into some more music. This is Yo World from Pirelli.
Baby, you can go on vacation, invite your know what you want. I'ma lick from head to toe. Lay you on the bed, got you red while I hit it slow. Put my hands on your throat, cause you like it rough. Get the licking on your cause it make you blush. We ain't gotta rush, baby, this a slow process. Every time I feel you come, I know I'm making progress. We've been going for a minute, baby, let's take recess. Please don't tap out, cause baby, we ain't done yet. You ain't gotta worry about a damn thing, it's your world, baby, you can go on vacation, invite your girls, cause I got it. You ain't gotta worry about a damn thing, it's your world, baby, you can go on vacation, invite your girls, cause I got it. Ayy, Versace this, Louis that, you want Gucci kicks? It don't matter, anything you want, you can get. You a spoiled chick, cause you a loyal chick. And in our present time, I know that's hard to get. Baby, pack your bags, baby, let's go on the vacay. Dealing with Pirelli, every single day is payday. Meaning, we can travel to any place that your mouth say and chill on some boss like Jay and Beyonce. Hey, you ain't gotta worry about a damn thing, it's your world, baby, you can go on vacation, invite your girls, cause I got it. You ain't gotta worry about a damn thing, it's your world, baby, you can go on vacation, invite your girls, cause I got it. You ain't gotta worry about a damn thing, it's your world, baby, you can go on vacation, invite your girls, cause I got it. You ain't gotta worry about a damn thing, it's your world, baby, you can go on vacation, invite your girls, cause I got it.
All right, that was Pirelli with Your World. So before I get into the topic, I did want to give another some brand promo to the Workroom with Omega. She is a local hairstylist, but not only just a hairstylist, she will do styling and makeup. So ladies, make sure you hit her up at 313-528-2309. You can follow her on Facebook or Instagram at The Workroom, and that's WERK, if you're looking to get your hair and makeup done. All one-stop shop right there. So today's topic that I was discussing is who is the most underrated rapper of all time. So I've been giving off just a random list here because it really doesn't matter the era to me. It's just who do you think is the most underrated rapper, and that could be who is just not getting their accolades if you think that they're just one of the greatest rappers, because it's a lot to me that I think some people just don't get enough credit. And I definitely said AZ. AZ to me is just one of the top rappers of all time and has never gotten the credit that he should have, which is slightly understandable because it even took Nas quite a few years to get some of the recognition that he should have gotten originally. So I put AZ as the top, and also Fab. I definitely will put him into my top 5, just as far as lyrics alone. Like, Fab is one of the greatest rappers, and he does not get enough credit at all. And if he does, it's usually for a list to say, like, he's one of the most underrated, but it's not really giving him the credit that he should have. So I wanted to know what you think and who you think is the most underrated rapper of all time. I listened to pretty random things because I was looking at one of Complex. They had a list which was extremely long. I think they went about 100 different artists, which they listed some people from here, including Proof and Obi Trice and They have some other people that I don't know if I would say all the way, because they have Max B, which I like Max B, but I don't know if I would say he was the most underrated. They also had some people who you just may not necessarily think of because you're just not putting them in your list, like Malice. Pusha T is definitely in the most underrated list, and even when he puts out great material, I don't think he gets any of that recognition. So I wanted to know what you think, and you can chat with me, as I said, on our MMR 1031 app. It doesn't matter what era the rapper is from, East Coast, West Coast, not discriminating at all. I just wanted to know, who do you think is the most underrated rapper of all time? So, sorry, some of the responses I get are just hilarious. And this is basically coming from some discussions that I've been saying about Rick Ross' new album and Drake's new album. So, of course, because I'm not a Drake fan, I do, for the most part, think that he could be a bit overrated. But I am like, it's either hit or miss with me with Ross. I've loved some of his albums, and some of his albums, it's not so much. But one thing about, I can always say about Rick Ross, the production is always stellar. Like, he has some of the greatest production on all of his albums. So some people have been comparing him to B.I.G., which I don't think is credible at all. But some people also have just been saying that he should have been on some different top 5 lists. He's one of the best at this time. So I wanted to know what you think. Ashley just said most definitely Pusha T, which Pusha T, he doesn't get the credit. Now, I listed a random in which I got a response to, because I did say Petey Crack. And I chimed that in because if you have listened to any of his recent interviews, because he's been doing music more now, and he was talking about some of his past with Rockefeller, and he was a writer. And a lot of that, too, you don't always get the credit when you're the writer. But, of course, if you're a lyricist to that level, and then some of the people that he's written for, I definitely would say he was one of the most underrated. So let me know what you think. You can chat with me. You can write me on Facebook or Instagram. Let me know your feedback, and let me know if you have any new brands or events that you'd like to promote. I'm always here to promote new local events and initiatives. So I'm going to get into some more music. This is actually from an out-of-town artist. This is Dave Stokes, coming from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and this is called Swing.
Oh, you say you don't drink. Oh, you say you don't smoke. Oh, you say you don't dance, do you? I move around, say no more. Minutes later, seen her throw it back. And now she all up on the floor. And now you tryna be up on a nigga. It's crazy, you don't even know. Remember, I met you by the swing. And now you tryna swing through. And now you tryna swing through. And now you tryna swing through. Remember, I met you by the swing. And now you tryna swing through. And now you tryna swing through. And now you tryna swing through. She like, could I, should I roll up on you now? No, goodbye. I remember trying to get you at that kickback. Now you trying to pull up at my crib and kick back. I watch the tables turn to something you can't sit at. I watch you turn into somebody you pretend that. Don't commend that, can't comprehend that. The truth will have you more free than ever. I recommend that, my hand can never lend that. Send you out on Saturday, then Sunday get your sense back. Then you oversaturate the internet with 10 snaps. Then you hit me up like forgive me, I got my sense back. Then you kinda hints that, I should've kinda sensed that. You was on a pill and a Henny, but that was IV. Ain't your daddy, but you should chill before you on IV. Or in a body bag, ain't talking about Gianni. Versace Louis got you looking better than you should be. Benz had you looking like somebody that you could be. Jimmy chewing up your check, got you walking in hoodie. And guess cause I got next, that's why you up here talking to me. But I still don't understand why we talking, cause you already say you don't drink. Oh, you say you don't smoke. Oh, you say you don't dance, do you? I move around, say no more. Minutes later, seen I throw it back. And now you all up on the floor. And now you tryna be up on a nigga. It's crazy, you don't even know. Remember, I met you by the swing. And now you tryna swing through. And now you tryna swing through. And now you tryna swing through. Remember, I met you by the swing. And now you tryna swing through. And now you tryna swing through. And now you tryna swing through. Yeah. Tryna swing through. met you by the.
All right, that was Dave Stokes with Swing. Again, Dave is from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and he is currently, I believe he's on a tour right now, and he's trying to, move around a little bit, but that is one of his new joints. He has some more music coming out. I think an EP just was released not that long ago. So you can follow him from the In Crowd Committee on Instagram. So today's topic, we were talking about who is the most underrated rapper of all time. I said after some discussions I've been hearing about Rick Ross, his new album, as well as Drake's album. Just wanted to know who is the most underrated rapper, because some people have been saying Rick Ross doesn't get as much credit as he could, and then some people definitely were saying that Drake's album wasn't as great as some people were expecting. So then I did just ask again on Facebook, after we've been talking about most underrated, who is the most overrated? If you can name someone as being underrated, who do you really think is the most overrated? Now, right back to the initial person who I said, I think Drake is definitely overrated. I don't understand at all. And it's not because I'm not a huge fan. I just really don't get it. Like, I don't get everyone's real love for Drake there. So who do you think is the most overrated rapper? If you don't know, who do you think the most underrated rapper? AZ was top of my list for underrated. For overrated, I'm going to say Drake. I also just looked at another list that actually listed Raekwon as being one of the most underrated rappers. Now, I don't know if I would put him on that, because I think a lot of people have recognized that he's one of the best rappers. Like, he, especially coming from where he's coming from, out of Wu-Tang alone, I definitely put Raekwon, Method Man, and Ghostface probably. Those are my tops. But this list, it had The Game. I cannot say The Game is underrated, because I got to put The Game up there with Drake. I just don't get it, or why anybody likes The Game. But this has Raekwon, Ice Cube, Eazy-E, AZ, and Immortal Technique. Now, I would not put Eazy-E on an underrated there. Yeah, that just doesn't make any sense. He was not writing any of that. So I don't know who made that list. I can say Ice Cube, yes. Ice Cube is not usually on people's lists, as he should be, and Ice Cube is one of the best rappers of all time. So let me know what you think. Who do you think is the most underrated rapper of all time? It could be from any era, because of course we have so many different eras, and we have so many different styles of rap. Even if you're just going with the East Coast and West Coast, there's so many different opinions there, and it's hard to get down to just one individual. But let me know who you think is the most overrated rapper of all time, and who you think is the most underrated rapper of all time. My choices was AZ, Fab, and Big Boy. Big Boy does not get credit as he should, but some things are with due time. Let's see, Cassidy. I always forget about Cassidy, oddly enough. I don't know if it was because after his accident, it seemed like some of his hype kind of went down. But Cassidy, definitely. And two, maybe because I think of him as a battle rapper, I don't always think of him as getting some of the credit that he should. But I want to know what you think. Let me know. You can chat with me on the MMR 1031 app, or you can write me on Facebook and Instagram. I am trying to read all the responses there as well. Let me know who you think is the most underrated rapper of all time. So I'm going to get into another track. This actually isn't a rap song, but really loving the joint from Bree called Astromental.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder where you are. I can't be there with you, I can't be there with you. You wanna ask me to stay, your pride gets in the way. I can't be there with you. I can't be there with you, I can't be there with you. You won't admit your mistakes, what's the use in me? Wait, I can't be there with you. I can't be there with you, I can't be there with you. You won't admit your mistakes, you wanna ask me to stay. What's the use in me? What's the use anyway? You won't admit your mistakes, you wanna ask me to stay. I can't be there with you. What's the use anyway? You wanna ask me to stay. Your pride is getting in the way. I can't be there. I can't be there. I can't be there with you. I can't be there with you.
All right, so getting back into that was brief from Astromental. I'm laughing at my responses here because I switched it up and asked who was the most overrated rapper of all time. And of course, I said y'all's favorite, Drake, is very overrated. I just don't get it at all. And I know people have tried to explain, and I just can't agree. I have my opinion on that. So we did get some responses there, and Eddie said Tupac, which I do not agree with that at all. I think Tupac is one of the best of all time, in which if we ever, I can't even do the Tupac versus B.I.G. thing. I try to stay out of that. But Tupac is definitely like the greatest of all time. So who do you think is the most overrated rapper of all time, or who do you think is the most underrated rapper of all time? For underrated, I said AZ. And just listen to some of the stuff that AZ puts up now. Like AZ is still been putting out music. He has not been on a major label in quite a few years, but he's still been just putting out the same consistent style of music where he is just being himself. It's just raw. So who do you think is the most underrated? Fab is always on the top of almost everyone's list there. I don't understand why he doesn't get the amount of credit he deserves. But I was asking this question based on some discussions that I've been hearing about Rick Ross and his album. Ashley said Lil Boosie and Future are overrated. Now, she knows I am a part of the Future Hive, and I just cannot agree. Now, Lil Boosie, I definitely believe he's overrated, and I hope none of my Baton Rouge people are mad at me for that, but I just could never get with it. Like Boosie and Webby, I just don't get it. Fox either. I don't understand. Or Kevin Gates. I think Kevin Gates is pretty overrated. Sue me. So, yeah, I want to know, who do you think is the most overrated rapper, and who do you think is the most underrated rapper? I definitely agree, Ashley. Lil Boosie is just not, no. But Future is definitely in my top right now. Like, I listen to Future every day. I can't go a day just without listening. That's what keeps me focused some days. So let me know. You can chat with me on the MMR 1031 app, or you can comment on my Facebook post that I wrote, where I have it as Rikenya Roberson. I also have on Instagram, I shared the post there, and I put who is the most overrated of all time. So I've still been getting some opinions here on Drake's album, and people were saying it's basically a hit or miss. Now, I said Drake was overrated. So some of the opinions I've been getting here is just like, no, it's not happening. And then Gerald, he just sent me a post here that really makes sense. A lot of people are saying it's just a miss. It's not working. So I want to know what you think about the most overrated and the most underrated rappers of all time. You can, again, chat with me on the MMR 1031 app. That's the easiest way for me to just read the answers right here on the air. And also, if you have any new music or brands or events that you like to promote, send them to me at the Power Hour at MMR1031.com. So this next track I'm going to be playing is from Somerset. We had Somerset with us here last week. It's currently, I believe, back in Atlanta. But this is called Robbing the Robbers off his latest EP.
Watch out for them cops, nigga. Watch out. look. Go through the back door. Go through the back door. I'm gonna kick you the fuck out. Bitch ass nigga.
Your favorite rapper ain't fucking with me. Yeah. Your favorite rapper ain't fucking with me. Somebody gon' get the pussy. I'ma go load up the choppers. Somebody watch out for the coppers. Cause bitch, we robbing the robbers. Yeah. Bitch, we robbing the robbers.
Look, hey, somebody go get the pistols. I'ma go load up the yappers. Somebody watch out for the cops. Cause bitch, we bout to rob the robbers. I'm tired of the hating shit, waiting shit, time wasting shit. I'm not a doctor, so fuck all that patient shit. We finna start taking shit. So watch how the young nigga do it. I swear this shit coming so fluent. Swear this shit feel like I'm hooping. And I just keep cooping and cooping. Dap on their ass like I'm new. Gotta go in like I'm true. I keep it players since Kobe was 8 on the Lakers. And Carlton was rocking them Blazers. I'm fucking shit up like McQuami. Shout out to my mayor. Took a look at my rolling puller and it said in my time. I ain't got no heart, boy. I stay on cue like I'm John. Somebody go give me a pint. Somebody go give me a Sprite. And make sure you pouring it right. We snap it like poetry night. And these niggas still hating like they get paid for it. And I'm such a boss, I should give them a raise for it. Niggas say I can't. I'm riding in this foreign with Shadow B. Niggas say I ain't. You know how we rockin', we do it, we walk, we poppin'.
Ain't fucking with me. Yeah. Your favorite rapper ain't fucking with me. Somebody gon' get the pussy. I'ma go load up the choppers. Somebody watch out for the coppers. Cause bitch, we robbing the robbers. Yeah. Bitch, we robbing the robbers. Whoa. Hey, son of a devil, product of evil, land of the freedom. Oh really? I don't believe them. They so deceiving, robbing my people, trying to mislead them. How the fuck we have a society so secret, but they can invade our freedom? It's a cold world, so I keep my beanie. RP Mike, wait for a reason. For a nigga to try me, and I ain't gon' crease them. Ain't no peace when fucking policemen killing for no reason. We ain't trying to get even, just fight for what we believe in. If they don't wanna get it, we gon' come and take it. In the White House, be the destination. On the way for set to get a confirmation. We gon' come in, we gon' confiscate it, taking everything you owe and more. Raw the rich nigga, get to the pole. Why you chop and make a lay on the floor? For nigga buzz, then the murder shit roll. Whoa. Ain't fucking with me. Yeah. Your favorite rapper ain't fucking with me. Yeah. Somebody gon' get the pussy. I'ma go load up the choppers. Somebody watch out for the coppers. Cause bitch, we robbing the robbers. Yeah. Bitch, we robbing the robbers. Yeah.
Ay, I think it's that time. I'ma kick it in the front door. You gon' creep up from behind. Grab that white bitch by her hair. I'ma bust one in the air if they think that we lying.
Think that we lying and watch them bullets start flying and innocent people start dying and cops is coming right now. So stop with the time and go on and stay right now.
Hey, boy, it's a rap. First pussy rapper I see. I'm smacking his ass with the strap. Bro, we hit the safe. I'ma take off the ski mask. Gotta let him see my face.
Bro, you know the play. Can't let them see your face. We ain't trying to catch a case, so go ahead and say. Then we out for the escape before you ain't fucking with me. Yeah. Your favorite rapper ain't fucking with me. Yeah. Somebody go get the pussy. I'ma go load up the choppers. Somebody watch out for the coppers. Cause bitch, we robbing the robbers. Yeah. Bitch, we robbing the robbers. Yeah.
All right, so we've been getting some more responses on our topics. Again, that was Somerset featuring Shadow B with Robin the Robbers. That's on his new EP. Somerset was just here last week. He performed at the Shelter with Motor City JR. So really shout out to Summer. And I'm losing all of my train of thought here because I'm reading all the response. I'm sorry about that. But we were talking about our topic today, who is the most underrated rapper of all time and who's the most overrated rapper of all time. So Destiny, she said the most underrated, she put Schoolboy Q. And I I can see that he has not gotten the amount of attention and recognition that I think he should have by now, because he's been making some pretty solid music. So I want to know what you think. Who is the most underrated of all time? Underrated, I said AZ, but I also said Fab. Now, Fab, he would go to the top of any list for me because I don't think he gets enough credit. But then I got some responses because I started to say who was the most overrated. And, of course, I'm not a Drake fan, so I said Drake. And I've been getting some people have been agreeing with that. But then I forgot about a few artists because Lupe Fiasco, he definitely was one of my favorite artists when he first came out. But although I don't have the same admirations I did have for him because of some of that work in the middle there, I still think he's one of the most underrated because just in terms of just lyrics and ability, like Lupe is definitely on the top of my list. So I want to know what you think. Who is the most underrated rapper of all time? And then who's the most overrated rapper of all time? Someone also on an underrated list had The Game. I don't agree at all. Like, I don't get The Game. I'm going to have to put him on there with my list of people I just don't get. Like him, Drake, Ty Dolla $ign. Like, I don't get it at all. Why some of these artists, it must just be just clearly for the admiration of just the artist as an individual and not just the music. Because when you think just in terms of the music or just some of the rapping and ability, I just don't understand. So let me know what you think. You can chat with me on the MMR 1031 app. Or, let's see, I did see somewhere Brandon said that Tupac was a backup dancer. Now, I definitely will not put Tupac on any underrated list. Destiny also said Kid Cudi is very underrated. Agreed. From his very first album, Kid Cudi has been on it. So I can put him definitely on an underrated list. So let me know what you think. You can chat with me on the MMR 1031 app, or you can comment on my Facebook post. I put it there as Rikenya Roberson. I'm also on Instagram at RikenyaR_PR. Also, if you have any new brands that you'd like to promote, make sure you send the information to me at the Power Hour at mmr1031.com. I'm going to get into another track. This is from Dime, and it's called Cathedral Ceilings.
Think of plan. Give a what they do say. Drink the holy water, you'll be caught. Say, let it be a prime, and he's shooting like it's 2K. They don't want no. Man, I'm about to make a killer. They feeling how I'm feeling. Say hello to the bad guy. I'm about to make a killer. Look up when you see me, call that cathedral ceilings on lock. Look up when you see me, call that cathedral ceilings. Man, I'm about to make a killing. Man, I'm about to make a killing, call that cathedral ceilings on lock. Look up when you see me, call that cathedral ceilings. Man, I'm about to make a killing. Man, I'm about to make a killing, no law. Dreaming about Basquiat murals on my wall. Angels all over, still man, it's feeling like my time. Boy, I'm about to make a killing with a bad promoting Mona Lisa in the front. Boy, I'm in my zone, never let them take me out. Gotta click real niggas and they shooting non stop. Put your mans on the t-shirt and show him back the way. That's to make sure his ass never ever wet. We all up on some G, you don't condone. We talk face to face, not too much up on the phone. When I ring the alarm, it ain't Beyonce coming on. Talk to touch, and we gon' be coming in your home. Black, feeling like the man when I walk through. If it's about the money, I'm the man that they talk to. All gold, everything, Trinidad James. Yeah. Cartier links with the Cubans on the stone. Getting foreign on these, man, I did it off the light work. Giving champagne showers, bitch, I'm Nino. I just keep the G like a off a kilo. When I ball hard, sick with the flow, need chemo, oh Lord. Think of plan. Give a what they do say. Drink the holy water, you'll be caught. Say, let it be a prime, and he's shooting like it's 2K. They don't want no. Man, I'm about to make a killer. They feeling how I'm feeling. Say hello to the bad guy. I'm about to make a killer. Look up when you see me, call that cathedral ceilings on lock. Look up when you see me, call that cathedral ceilings. Man, I'm about to make a killer. Man, I'm about to make a killing, call that cathedral ceilings on lock. Look up when you see me, call that cathedral ceilings. Man, I'm about to make a killing. Man, I'm about to make a killing, no law.
All right, that was Dime with Cathedral Ceilings. So our topic for today, we've been talking about who is the most underrated rapper of all time, and then as who is the most overrated rapper of all time, mostly because I said Drake was, and Drake has had a new album. Of course, he's not the only one with a new album. Future just had a new album. We had a new album from Rick Ross. Oh, I just got one. I have my times with this one, Eminem. Now, it's some moments where I'm like, you know what, Eminem, that was a really nice verse. And other moments, I don't get it. I don't know what the attraction is to any of his music. I just don't understand. So I can definitely agree with that. I got another one with Future, and I will never agree with that because, no, I'm a huge fan of Future. So, no. But I do want to know, what you think about that. Who do you think is the most underrated rapper of all time? And then who do you think is the most overrated rapper of all time? So I have been getting a lot of different responses here and a lot of different views because, of course, it's so many different time periods. We can go from some just old school rap or even going from right now. I always put Drake there because I don't get it, and that's just my personal opinion. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. So even when you say things that I don't agree with, like Tupac, I do want to know. My cousin said I'm underrated. Ashley, you are not underrated. So I want to know what you think. You can chat with me on the MMR 1031 app. Destiny said I'm crazy. She loves Eminem. But no, that was actually one of the responses here, that Eminem was one of the most overrated. So let me know what you think. Who is the most overrated rapper of all time? Who is the most underrated rapper of all time? Now, the underrated rapper list, that could go on and on for days because, like I said, Pusha T. I'll even give the rest of the locks because we had Jadakiss on there. And I can definitely say the rest of the locks, they belong there. Everybody there was just straight lyrics. But I don't think that DMX even gets enough credit. A lot of people will randomly throw out his name, but they never just say if just listening to all DMX lyrics, DMX is very underrated. He should be on more people's top 5 than a lot of these top 5 that often include the same few people. I don't even understand where they're getting these people from, but it's definitely, if Lil Wayne is in your top 5, I am kind of questioning your top 5 because though I love Lil Wayne, I just don't think he's in my top 5. Maybe the top 10. And that still depends on some years. So let me know, who do you think is the most underrated rapper of all time and who's the most overrated rapper of all time? We're winding down and getting into some of our last few minutes here, but I'm definitely trying to get some more music played. So I have Mo Easy here with Wanna Get High, the remix.
Cause I just really wanna get high. I just really wanna get high.
Zodi.
Oh, 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 oh,
And that's just how I'm feeling, even though I know they frown upon the way that I be living. It's that Kush blunt lifestyle. My mama be tripping when I step up in the kitchen. Hate the way that I be stitching, but she know I'm never quitting. In love with the aroma, catch me out with Ronnie B. I'm probably in a Kush coma. She told me I would quit one day. I said the devil is a lie. She asked me why, and I replied, mama,
I just really wanna get
yeah, you know. So what I do, man?
Cause I just really wanna get high.
Yeah, they could just try to get back, you feel me?
Cause I just really wanna get high.
Smoking nothing but the best. Yeah, it is.
I just really wanna get high.
Pothead.
Ever since you came in my life, girl, you saved me. And if you had to go, I swear I go crazy. I only smoke that cause you know I don't fuck with those Reggies. And y'all motherfuckers just swear I'm rolling, come smoke on what I'm blowing. I better leave you choking.
And if you with it, come and kick it with the pothead. That's me. Soon as I get it, I'ma twist it, put it in the air. And when you hit it, you go feel it. Let me get you lifted. Say you was tempted, well attempted till you feeling different. And once you smell it, then inhale it, man, your eyes will tell it. Cause they'll be redder than the bottom of them hills she ran. Some people smoke the coke for pain or just to get by. This blunt I'm rolling now simply.
I just really wanna get high. I just really wanna get high.
this. Yeah. And there's nothing but that loud in every blunt you twist. Loud. And if you smoking high, smoke, then you high every day. For those who paid attention, R.I.P. the homie Nate. I woke up feeling good, had a little wake and bake. It's 420, that's the proper way to start the day. Time for a session, told my nigga that it's on me. I copped the QP, shit.
I just really wanna get high. Whoa, 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 whoa. I just really wanna get high. Whoa, 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 whoa. I just really wanna get high. Whoa, 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 whoa. I just really wanna get high. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ooh.
All right, that was Mo Easy with Wanna Get High, the remix. So Destiny said, I'm just tired of a lot of rappers trying to force lyrics. If it don't fit, don't say it. I agree. A lot of the newer rappers, which I'm not hating on anyone's hustle, but some of the mumble rappers who they're now proud to be mumble rappers, I can just do without. And I could put half of them on an overrated list, because in a few years, nobody's going to be remembering any of these people. They're not going to remember any of their lyrics or just anything about them. It's not going to be relevant anymore. So let's see. Drake. Kermit, I agree. Said he does too much shit like sing, then reggae, but then he decides to really rap. He's a beast. He just gets on my nerves with the other shit. Yeah, the rap and sing, I just would like to have some consistency. Like, can you just put out maybe all rap album with none of the singing and the simping and calling random girls out? Just don't want to hear any of it. Just do a pure rap album, and then I may change my mind on Drake. But who do you think is the most underrated rapper of all time, or who do you think is the most overrated rapper of all time? I say Drake for overrated. For underrated, Fab is definitely underrated. Never gets the amount of credit. But then when I just throw in DMX, so DMX is one of the greatest of all time. He should be on like everyone's top 5 in my opinion, but he doesn't really get to be there. For some reason, I really don't know what's the reason. It could be other things. Sometimes people put the personal things in front of that, which I have a whole new topic for next week about some of the personal lives of artists and the difference that balance there. But that'll be next week. So I want to know what you think. We only have a few minutes left, and I do want to play one more track before I close out today. But let me know what you think on the MMR 1031 app, or you can write me on Facebook at Rikenya Roberson, where I have the question posted there, or on Instagram. So let me know what you think, and even if you write your responses after we go off, I'll be sure to follow up with this next week, because I'm always willing to say I don't like Drake at any time. So go ahead and finish writing me here while we close up. This next track is from Nika, called Eastside Rider, Westside Mobbin'. Wait, before I get into it, actually, Destiny just said, I love Juicy J. He's underrated to me. Now I'm iffy with it, because I do love Juicy J, but I still have my moments, because I love the old 3-6 Mafia, and then some of his new stuff was really hot. But I don't know if I say underrated, but definitely he should be on some list somewhere. I can't think of what the list will be called, but he will be on a list. So I want to play this next track from Nika called Eastside Rider, simply because I'm an Eastside girl. But this is Eastside Rider, Westside Mobbin'.
Too DZ, baby. Eastside Rider, Westside Mobbin', keep it blowing, I'm humming. Give a fuck about what y'all talking, cause y'all ain't on the shit that I rock with. Niggas ain't living the life that I live. Been down, but your girl still pushing. Half dead from the kush I'm smoking. 15 for the G's I'm toting. Pussy poppin', so poppin'. Niggas addicted to money. Hell yeah, we get it. Don't really care if you with it. All of my bitches riding. All your hoes simple-minded. All my niggas is flexing. All these niggas is pressing me. All of these pretty hoes saying whatever goes. clothes. Said she down, but who knows? She treat me like the bros. She do it off of Momo, cushion my dro. Let's get high and let go. That's what she told me about. I'm an Eastside rider. I be what's I'm mobbing. I'm an Eastside rider. I be what's I'm mobbing. Counting 10s and 20s with money to the ceiling. Can't stop until I get it. Won't stop until I get it. I'm an Eastside rider. I be what's I'm mobbing. I'm an Eastside rider. I be what's I'm mobbing. Counting 10s and 20s with money to the ceiling. Can't stop until I get it. Won't stop until I get it. No, Eastside rider. Westside mobbing, they tryna kill my vibe, man. Bitches worry about what I'm doing. Niggas talking about the moves I'm making. I don't do too much talking, but you niggas think that you hyping. I lead without leading, so you can say that I'm bossing. I'm about this money game, everything I play is all in. I'm in this shit to win, I'm just tryna get them M's. I'm in it, so me and my niggas good until the end. I'm in it, so I can smoke all the weed the earth can give. I'm too official about the way my shit bang. When I'm walking out the house, niggas thinking I'm Taylor Gang. Keep my shades on, cause of the way that my lids hang. Got that brown in my cup to balance my smoke chain. I keep my party at a minimum. My niggas chill, smoke, drink, and get that money up, that money up. We living like it's just the last of us. Now we don't give a fuck about what you talking, that's just after us. Looking like dead zombies, walking, yeah, that pack with us. 20 seats ahead of these niggas, like I drive a bus. And I don't do too much talking, I lead without leading. You gon' call that bossing, bitch, I'm out there bossing. I'm an Eastside rider, I be what's I'm mobbing. I'm an Eastside rider, I be what's I'm mobbing. Counting 10s and 20s with money to the ceiling. Can't stop until I get it, won't stop until I get it now.
All right, that was Nika with Eastside Rider, Westside Mobbin'. So our topic for today has been, who do you think is the most, well, it started out with who do you think is the most underrated rapper of all time. We've gotten a lot of feedback with that, but then I switched to who do you think is the most overrated rapper of all time. Now, the last few responses before I got back on was Brian said Jay-Z, but he said he's biased. Now, I've had this discussion before where I can definitely appreciate Jay-Z, the businessman, and I can appreciate some of Jay-Z's music, but I have not put Jay-Z on my top 5. And it's for many reasons. I can't. Like, not with confidence. And I really enjoy some of Jay-Z's music, like for the most part. It could be because I'm more of a Nas girl than a Jay-Z fan, but definitely I would say some of his material has been a bit overrated, and that's just because sometimes people get so attached to the person versus the music. And if you really like someone, it seems like that's just what people cling to. And this is coming from someone, I'm a Cam fan. Like, Cameron is one of my favorites, like, ever. But I also know that some material that Cam has put out has not been, like, the greatest. Like, I love Purple Haze, and then Killer Season was like, okay. It wasn't as great. So that could be with any artist. I think you have to be more honest. If you really like an artist, they are not going to always put out just a consistent, like, this was just great. Everything is not the greatest of all time. And Destiny agreed with me here with Jay-Z is very overrated. He's just an okay lyricist. Now, Folky did say Drake is overrated, and he said Nicki. I don't really even think about Nicki, honestly. And when I think of rappers, and that's why her whole rap beef was kind of odd. I think of her as an artist, but not as just thinking of her lyrics. I wouldn't think of her. But one of these underrated list that was on Complex actually lists Rah Digga, which makes me think with the whole female rapper, we usually keep them out of discussions. For some reason, they just don't always come up. But Rah Digga was actually pretty nice, which a lot of different female rappers we could think of from the 90s and like early 2000s, like they were really, really nice, but wouldn't necessarily get that credit. And then to AZ, again, is one of the most underrated, like not getting the amount of credit that, I think he deserves. So again, I have been. I'm going to keep talking about this like for a while because whenever you hear new albums come out, a lot of times people instantly say something is a classic, and that's my parting note where I just don't consider things an instant classic. I can't really tell you an album that I just listened to, and that first time I was like this is just a classic. Other than, I might say Kendrick. I did listen to his album and I instantly loved it, but it's very rare. We have to stop just throwing out that classic title for everything that comes out, and everyone is not the GOAT. Like, everyone is not the greatest. Everyone is not Kobe. So it's not going to work. And, you have to just admit that everyone is not the greatest. So thank you all for tuning in. We can continue the conversation, of course, on Facebook because I know it's going to keep going. Or you can write me on Instagram. Tune in next week. I'm definitely going to come back with a bit more controversial topic here because I definitely want to get into some talks about R. Kelly, y'all's favorite. So tune in next week on the Power Hour. And also make sure you listen in at any time if you want to hear the recap, if you missed a part, or if you want to hear some of your favorite music. Send in your music to me at the Power Hour at mmr1031.com. Thank you for listening.